First on BBC One, Premier League football in Match of the Day with Desmond Lynham.
Good evening, welcome to Match of the Day, and tonight we've got the most amazing, brilliant and fantastic and borderlining ridiculous game that we've ever had on the programme. It's highlights of a special midweek edition, so the floodlights are on, the atmosphere's ramped up a little bit. The Merseyside derby, I promise you, was something very special. Now Murphy strike! Oh! They're neck and neck in the table, both vying for European football. Leeds United travelled to St James's Park to play Newcastle United. This was an excellent game.
Kuehl, the Australian, gets beyond David Batty. Hopkin. Kuehl continued his run, but Hopkin keeps possession, and it's Hasselbank! Given with the early save.
We've got all the highlights from the games that took place yesterday evening in the Premiership. And working a night shift for us today is Trevor and Trevor. Don't worry, it's not time and a half. So we start off with the Merseyside derby at the moment. Liverpool will probably find themselves out of the title race. Everton could find themselves out of the Premiership. There was a lot more on the line, more than personal pride, it has to be said, although Everton will definitely be thinking this was a must-win game. For Liverpool to bolster their European chances, victory here was vital. Your commentator here is Trevor Davis.
Well, Liverpool's ambitions to be Premiership champions seem to be fading, just like Everton's ambition to be in the Premiership. A Merseyside derby with so much on the line for Everton, they hope nothing but a win, which is a rare occasion for them at Anfield. Liverpool and Roy Evans, Owen and Fowler lead the lineup, Redknapp, Murphy and into the midfield trio, Bjornaby and McAteer wide, and a return for Mark Wright at centre-half, partnered by young Jamie Carragher. For Everton's they Howard Kenderhouse, Mick Almadar and Duncan Ferguson in the attacking lineup. The wings at the moment are returned to Danny Candy-Marchry in for John Ooster on the right. Hutchinson and Barmby remain in the middle. John O'Kane on loan from Manchester United with a long ball towards Ferguson. Everton will persist with a long ball game. Do so at those peril because suddenly Fowler has found room and scores! The high line, and there's your striking partnership that found their way through. 4 minutes gone here. Liverpool have the lead. This is how it happens. You have to say here that young Richard Dunn was caught out completely. Paul Gerrard charged out to try and meet him, but in this situation that was too easy a ball as both defenders charged forwards, and that's meat and drink for Robbie Fowler, who emphatically finished that to give Liverpool and the Cop the perfect start. Well, how do Everton respond? What do Liverpool do? We've got 85 minutes to find out. Madar to Candy-Marchry. Barmby. It's a good ball if Candy-Marchry can get to it, he can. There's the cross, there's Madar, there's 1-1. What a sort of game is this? Goodness me. Mick Almadar heads home. Liverpool's lead was barely a minute. Everton have gone forward on the counter-attack and struck. Well, Madar may think that perhaps his time at the top may be waning. He has still got it. Direct football from Harrod Kendall's paid off. Great work from Barmby. Ball into Cadamarch, who does well to keep it in. A perfect cross right into the danger zone. David James waits but can get nowhere near it. A header right back at the opposite place. Unstoppable, really. This is incredible. 1-1 now. One wonders if we could see a repeat of the famous FA Cup replay that we saw here all these years ago. That was at Goodison Park. That finished 4-4. Is that on the cards today? Here's Murphy. Ince. Gets it away from Hutchinson. Barmby, though, gets the better of Murphy. Here's Ferguson. It might just break through to Madar, who's got the better of Jamie Carragher. Mikel Madar scores again for Everton. Well, there is stunned faces around Anfield. Madar has found the room and finished. This is unbelievable. The pass here by Ferguson was inviting. It took a slight deflection, I believe, of Mark Wright, but Madar had the strength and the pace to beat that of Jamie Carragher. Let's have a look at this ball. Slightest of deflections. It just seemed to bounce kindly, but Madar was strong enough here from Fowler. You've got to question David James's positioning. I think that's far too easy a finish. This is an incredible game now. Well, we played 9 minutes. It's 2-1 Everton. It's been a long time since we've seen 3 goals inside the opening 10 minutes of a Merseyside derby. Here's Carragher. Owen to Fowler. Liverpool respond quickly. They might have a chance. They had a chance and they've taken it! We played 10 minutes, it's 2-2. Danny Murphy for Liverpool. Do not take your eyes off this one. The copper ups. Anfield is delighted. The shell shock feeling is gone. Perhaps the only shock is those reporting the game in the commentary position. Simply cannot believe what we're seeing. Another attack, another goal. What a strike from Murphy, though. No hesitation, first time. Paul Gerrard can only watch. Great ball in by McAteer. Gets the better of speed. A magnificent hit. And it's all square. It's very seldom here that instant chances haven't led to goals. Case here. This is Craig Shorts. Cadamarch. Oh, Duncan Ferguson! I don't believe this! Simply, I do not believe this! 2 minutes later, Everton go up the other end and score again. This is just unbelievable. Well, defending, I'm sure Trevor Hansen and company will enjoy getting their teeth into this. But Carragher and Matteo gave Ferguson far too much room. Been given the armband today and he set a captain's example. Brilliant finish. No chance this time for James. 3-2 to Everton. In speed, getting across is Hutchinson. Redknapp is across. Oh, what a pull that is by Redknapp. Michael Owen. We play 14 minutes. It's 3-3. Well, are we watching a game of football or are we watching a game of basketball? We play 14 minutes at Anfield and Michael Owen has gone onto the score sheet, not to open the scoring, but to score the 6th in a 3-3 match. Perhaps Gerrard could have got there, but Owen hit that with absolute aplomb. The goal itself is made by an excellent pass by Jamie Redknapp. Everton's high line catches them out. Owen promptly finishes. What about this, eh? The first 50 minutes have been like this. I have no idea what the next 75 will be. Arby again. Great ball into Ferguson. Oh, he's going to turn and, goodness me, a goalkeeper has made a save. Well, it's the strangest of things to see here at Anfield this evening. Far too easy, but Ferguson's effort was well hit and well stopped by James. It's the first time he's touched the ball in the match. Barby's corner. Standing in front of the travelling Everton fans. Ferguson! Oh! 17 minutes gone. He stands on the precipice of a hat-trick. David James got to this but could not keep it out. The power that Ferguson got was electric. An unstoppable header. Mark Wright could not deal with him. That has rifled in. James got a hand but couldn't have the power to stop it. 4-3 Everton. Redknapp. Owen. Fowler! This is ridiculous! We played 20 minutes, it's 4-4. Unbelievable. A game which we may never see the lights off again. Fowler finishes. Well, this is incredible. Absolutely incredible. But it was good work in the end, but the midfield absolutely nowhere. Owen with an easy ball into Robbie Fowler to finish for his second goal. Nothing Gerrard could do on this occasion. One to centre forward, partnership flourishes. Another one thrives also. Fowler strikes, it's 4-4, goodness me. 21 minutes gone here in Anfield. It's 4-4. Redknapp. Owen. Owen's curling efforts. And Paul Gerrard's first save after conceding 4 goals. I mean to say his side are losing the match. Ferguson flicked onto Medar, out wide to Canamartri. Referee plays the advantage after Bjornaby's foul. And the header goes wide from speed. Everton's technique seems to be working here. They're direct, they're forward, they're front and centre. But I have to say credit to Wright for making that difficult for Gary Speed. Rushman's header was comfortably off target in the end. Here's Redknapp. Owen. Bilic did quite well to put him off. Owen was looking for Fowler but couldn't do so. Bilic's clearance, though, was cut out by Matteo. Little flick through to Robbie Fowler! Terrific save by Gerrard, it's a corner. Well, the clearance was cut out there by Dominic Matteo, and Owen fed Fowler in straight away. Dunn slid in, it's been beaten so many times, but this time Gerrard is there to make the save. I think the game has settled down after the most incredible start to this game. Small poor play. Fowler. There's an easy ball in for Owen, who's offside and snatched at the shot. It was very, very close. Bilic was caught out completely. Ince. Over the top. Might still get there for Michael Owen, who has got there. And it needs to be hooked away. Everton are in trouble. Canamartri's clearance has only found Bjornaby. Now Murphy strike! Oh! And it whistled past Gerrard's goal. What an effort this was. Calamarchi did well to put him off, but it was just drifting wide. Murphy unlucky. Here's Mark Wright. Owen. Good work there by Dunn. Fowler was lurking. Speed. Barmby. Hutchison. Nice ball to Ferguson. Now Medar. Oh, he struck that well. James flung himself to his left. Medar really got a hold of this. James was worried. Nearly had our 9th goal. Goodness me. There's going to be Ince. There's going to be Bornaby. Decent looking cross. Good header away. Only as far as Ince. And there's Gerrard with another save. It might be Ince again. And this time it's an easy save, and there are appeals for a foul. Ince-wise asked why there wasn't one. Another save, but the first save itself was a really good one. It was hit with power. That's a strong hand to parry that away. Oh! Barmby's hit the post! It was countered through. Barmby had all the time in the world here, and his effort has struck the base of the post. This is just simply stunning football. Well, it's the 20th minute was when the last goal went in. Of course, it was the 8th, making it 4-4. So, game seems to have gone all defensive since then. Great tackle that by Gary Speed. Medar. Ferguson wants it and gets it right through the middle. Matteo is across. Medar, support on the near side from Calamarchi. Ince does brilliantly well to intercept. Bjornaby into Owen. Redknapp. McAteer. Fowler. Thinks about a hit. And at the second attempt, Paul Gerrard gobbles it all up. Fowler's not afraid to hit them, and Gerrard here had to react well and made a really good stop. Header back. Murphy will get there. Is he onside, Michael Owen? Yes, he is. Oh, and he's hit the post. So nearly. You wonder if a winning goal will arrive now. Owen was onside. Brilliantly timed his run through from Murphy's ball. Mark Wright gets the better of Ferguson. What a battle that has been between those two. Here's Leonardson, the substitute. Owen. Leonardson gets it into Bjornaby. Keeps possession going. Michael Owen. A little bit of space for he. Hustles at the moment all the way there from Bilic. Now has ball in. Leonardson, yes! Well, we've got to go back to the opening stages of this game for when Liverpool last led. It was the 8th minute. Well, 70 minutes later, they lead again. Roy Evans with a substitution that he will always remember. Ulrich Leonardson has come on. Great work this is from Owen. It took Bilic and Barmby out of position. Leonardson with one touch and has hit it first time. Hutchison came across to try to stop him. That has rifled all the way past Paul Gerrard. 8 goals in the first half. 1 in the second. You wonder, is that the winning strike? It's 5-4 to Liverpool. Yes, 5-4. Here's Leonardson. Fowler. McAteer. Back to Fowler. Back to Danny Murphy. Good work by Bilic. And the clearance will find Owen. Oh, I say. What a way to seal it. A defensive calamity, and Michael Owen has his second. And there is nothing but dismay on the faces of the Everton defenders, who made a real hash of this. Fowler's evident. Murphy strike. There was the block there. A clearance which is deflected from Bilic and bounced up so kindly off Danny Murphy right into the Liverpool players. arms. And after this clearance and this mistake, Michael Owen simply said, "Thank you very much." It's 6-4. Yes, 6-4. Astonishing match this. Liverpool win the Merseyside derby in a 10-goal thriller. Defenders not involved, but the Liverpool players move over to applaud the performance that they put on today. That was incredible. And unbelievably, nobody got a hat-trick. Most amazing game, chances all round. The woodwork still shaking from some of those moments. A one for goalkeepers and defenders to forget. A great night for attacking football. It's finished Liverpool 6, Everton 4.
Well, chaps, we've got to talk about the most unbelievable game of football I think I've ever seen. That was just incredible, wasn't it? 10 goals. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. There was some shocking defending in that. It was diabolical. But it's worth pointing out the quality of the football and the brilliance of the game that we got. Neither side bothered defending. They just went all out attack. It was a spectacular advert of what good British attacking football could be, I thought. Well, Trevor, you took a different view to it on that. You'd say potentially based on how the game fell in, it seems both sides sort of got caught up in the hype you felt. First 20 minutes, I think that was the case. I think once the match settled down and a few tactical tweaks made by sort of Howard Kendall and Raven, suddenly you got what you consider a normal football match, so to speak. At first 20 minutes, I think it was like two sides who were completely caught in the floodlights and just everything was flying in. I don't think we'll ever see that again, personally. That was just astonishing. However, what I will say based on that, when you look into the game, based on the chances that were created in there, you definitely have to say once it got to 4 apiece, which sounds like the game's settling down, perhaps Everton will be disappointed they didn't take that point, because a one defeat here could be vital. Or have Liverpool potentially, with 11 games to go, relegated Everton. Well, you'll have to stay tuned here to find out. Another side there which no worries of relegation at the moment. Both sides looking like they're hitting that magical 40-point mark. But will they be playing European football next season? Leeds United have certainly got a young side that's proving to be inconsistent, but there certainly has the adaptation to increase. Newcastle United, so often they've been the great challengers for Manchester United in the last couple of seasons. Kenny Dalglish will be disappointed in how they've performed so far. Your commentator at St James's Park is Trev Motts.
St James's Park under the lights is a special sporting venue. These two teams still harbour hopes of being in Europe next season, but as we get closer to the end of this campaign, winning football matches becomes more and more important. Leeds returned to winning ways with a huge victory over Blackburn last time out. But for Newcastle, that taste of success feels far too long ago. Their last Premiership win came over a month ago, and a goalless draw at Selhurst Park at the weekend did little to satisfy the cravings of the fanatical Geordies. At least they have Alan Shearer back from injury. The striker has scored twice since returning from the treatment table and starts today. John Barnes and Stuart Pearce had a wealth of experience, while Shay Given is staking a claim to be one of the division's best goalkeepers. It's 3 years since Leeds last won on this ground. George Graham has a fully fit squad to choose from, with Gunnar Haller given the nod to partner Lucas Radeby in defence. Going forwards, Leeds have been scintillating to watch at times this season. Bowyer into Hopkin. Now Hasselbank for Leeds. Kuehl, the Australian, gets beyond David Batty. Hopkin. Kuehl continued his run, but Hopkin keeps possession and it's Hasselbank! Given with the early save. A warning shot from Hasselbank. It's been a slow start from the hosts. And it nearly culminated in them falling behind. Hasselbank with the shot, and it's a really good stop from the Irishman, Shay Given, who has been superb so far this season. Kuehl. Again, Leeds allowed so much time and space on the ball. Bowyer. Hasselbank. Rod Wallace! It's been such an easy opening 10 minutes for Leeds, and Wallace probably should have done better there. Hart. Wallace. Newcastle just can't get close to Leeds, and when they do there through Des Hamilton, it's illegally. It's a free kick. Referee Mike Riley gives Hamilton a ticking off, and it's a set piece for Leeds following the foul on Hart. Hopkin and Haaland over the free kick then for Leeds. Haaland swings it in. Falls to Hopkin. Hart with the shot. It falls to Hopkin, who gives Leeds the lead. 16 minutes on the clock, and it's David Hopkin with yet another goal. What a signing he's been from Crystal Palace. You have to say that goal was coming. As poor as Newcastle have been, Leeds have been excellent. Given got a hand to Hopkins' strike, but there was too much in the shot, and the ball finds the back of the net. Leeds ahead early on at St James's Park. David Hopkin with the goal. Hart. Wallace. Back to Ian Hart on the left. Up against Hamilton. Hasselbank! That was a real chance for the Dutchman. Great delivery from Ian Hart. Hamilton backed off him following that earlier yellow card, and Hasselbank couldn't keep his header down. Kenny Dalglish has seen enough. On comes Keith Gillespie. What can he do? The Northern Ireland international. Here's Gillespie. Batty. Ketspire scored the winner last time. Newcastle tasted Premiership victory. Hits Ketspire! Newcastle are level! Temuri Ketspire with a huge goal that has awoken St James's Park. We've had 5 minutes of the second half, and not only do Newcastle have their first shot on goal, they have a goal, and it's Ketspire who beats Nigel Martin. It's a lovely left-footed strike into the bottom corner. And finally, this wonderful stadium springs to life. Ketspire has flicked the switch. What a second half we're in for now. Gillespie. Now Warren Barton. Gillespie. It's Ketspire again! Martin with the save! It was almost a carbon copy. Ketspire held his run. He had oceans of space in the penalty area, and that's a good save by Martin. Pearce with the corner for Newcastle. The atmosphere rises once more. John Barnes! What a stop by Nigel Martin from point blank range. John Barnes is denied. The two old boys combining, but they can't find the back of the net. Gillespie, what a difference he's made since coming off the bench. And he's fouled, according to Mike Riley. It's a yellow card for Lee Bowyer, and it's a free kick in an interesting position for Newcastle. An hour played at St James's Park. Gillespie fouled. Stuart Pearce. We know he can hit them. Martin again with a brilliant stop. What a second half the goalkeeper is having. That's brilliant. Hart. Now Bowyer. Hopkin alongside him, here he is. Gets past Spire, and Wallace is onside, Ron Wallace! And it's Shay Given's turn to pull off a brilliant piece of goalkeeping. Great movement by Wallace, found by Hopkin. And Given down to his right hand side denies the striker. Both these teams looking for the win. There's 20 minutes for one of them to pick up all 3 points. It's a corner ball to Newcastle. Stuart Pearce to take it. An in-swinger from Pearce. Batty! Against his old team, it just had to be David Batty. And what a moment that could be in Newcastle's quest for European football. Pearce's corner towards the near post, and there was David Batty with a brilliant header to beat Nigel Martin. Just got in front of Gunnar Haller, and he has put his team in front. Newcastle 2-1 ahead. Hopkins' corner. Headed away. And now Shearer. Barely seen him touch the ball, but he's away here. Alan Shearer. He's got support to his left. Barnes. Excellent tackle. Well, it looked like an excellent tackle. In fact, the referee has pulled it back, and Lee Bowyer is in trouble. He's already been booked. Gets away with this one. But one more, and he'll be off. Yes, it was a late tackle on Alan Shearer. Pearce and Barnes looking to get this ball into the box. Falls to Barton. Kept Spire. Warren Barton! What a strike by Warren Barton! Who, by scoring Newcastle's third goal of the evening, may well have secured all 3 points. He doesn't score many, Warren Barton, but that was a rocket. There was no stopping that one by Nigel Martin. Gets Spire into Barton, and he has leathered that one past Martin. Yes, at his near post, but it's a goal, a brilliant goal. Haaland. Leeds need a quick goal to get themselves back into this one. 10 minutes remaining. Hasselbank. They need to do better than that. Good ball in. But Hasselbank's header drops wide of the post. Pearce's throw. Penalty! Hopkin fouled his man. And unbelievably, after a dreadful first half, Newcastle can make it 4-1 from the penalty spot. David Batty fouled. Alan Shearer for Newcastle United. Saved by Martin! Nigel Martin gives Leeds a lifeline. Shearer will be so disappointed. Leeds United have thrown this one away, but it has to be said, that Newcastle's resurgence in the second half was exceptional. Keith Gillespie came off the bench and totally changed the contest. 3 second-half goals have secured a crucial victory for Newcastle as they look to get towards those European places. It's finished Newcastle United 3, Leeds United 1.
Well, good comeback win for Newcastle United. The ultimate game of two halves. What happened to Leeds in the second half, Trevor? Sometimes it can happen in the game. You can score, you can be ahead, but you'll go and you think to yourself, we should be 2-3 up here. We've really let this slip, and suddenly that plays on your mind. I think tactically the change made, bringing on Keith Gillespie, allowed Newcastle United to attack better, and they played with better width, and I think that made the difference, and they've got the centre forwards to do that, really. I think one of the things that's concerning for me is at the moment is the form of Alan Shearer. He was well marked out of the game in this, and it looks like he really is going to take him a little while longer to get fully match fit. Well, with that, let's go ahead and let's look at all of the other games that took place yesterday evening in the Premiership. Manchester United kept up the lead to the top of the Premiership with a much changed side, but it was quality football and a likely goal scorer to break the deadlock. It was good play between Croft and Solskjaer, but eventually the ball fell to Brian McClare, his first goal of the season, his first goal for Manchester United for a while. Old Trafford was absolutely delighted with that, and they were with their ability to how to change the game. This counter-attack, originally stolen by Jordi Cruyff, played a long ball through to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer that broke the offside trap, had the coolness and calmness to finish and to seal 3 points from Manchester United. Memories of that 3-2 defeat banished after this one. Manchester United continue the pressure at the top as they march likely towards the Premiership title. Arsenal looked like the side that may be able to stop Manchester United winning the Premiership yet again. Changes up front for Arsenal, but it was still a great result, especially when Warhurst and Linegan and Gordon all made mistakes. Christopher Wray was the man from the Arsenal shirt to get the goal that won it for them. Yep, 1-0 to the Arsenal. The Gunners delighted here. Another crucial 3 points. Leicester produced the shock of the night, beating Chelsea at home, but on the balance of play you have to say it was a fair result. Steve Guppy had a fine game, and Ian Marshall had an easy tap-in to make it 1-0. Probably one of the easier goals he's going to get in his career. The second goal arrived again when Theo Zagorakis played through Marshall again. The Chelsea defence was caught flat-footed. Marshall elected to play it to Guppy that provided an excellent cross, and Muzzy is it headed home to make it 2. Chelsea had their moments, but they're struggling at the moment with life without Ruud Gullit. Southampton took a big step towards safety in this game, but Blackburn Rovers' dip in form certainly needs to be studied. Defensively, they were woeful in this game and were caught out far too often. Colin Hendry had a game to forget. Hurst found himself through. Cooley took it round Tim Flowers to strike the ball in to put Southampton 1-0 up. And Hurst's great form would also be shared that by his striking partner Matt Le Tissier, who provided a perfect left-footed cross, just what Hurst would have wanted to head home and to make it 2-0 Southampton. In the second half it continued to be more of the Saints catching poor defending out from Rovers' point of view. This exchange in the end allowed Hurst and Ustenstad to play in Davis, that stole the ball off of Colin Hendry, and he finished so coolly and calmly. Blackburn's defence looked shaky, but Southampton may feel Premiership survival is now within their grasp. And it's going to be helped by some results going elsewhere, particularly Coventry City beating Barnsley. An excellent goal it was to get it in the end. After good work from the corner, Paul Clement had a go from distance and it flew in right past the goalkeeper. 1-0 to Coventry City here. More blows for Barnsley in their hopes of survival. Now, football can change in an instant, and it just shows you the importance of taking your moments. A Julian Dix penalty was saved brilliantly by Yuki Jaskalainen, and watch this for a counter-attack. A long ball, a flick on by Holsworth, a pass coming up here from Blake, and then Thompson is through on goal, sets himself up, wonderful finish past McCloskey. Out of nowhere, Bolton Wanderers took the lead, the Reebok absolutely rocking. But Bolton have been defensively fragile this season, and it showed from the equaliser. Miscommunication in the end between Fish and Jääskeläinen allowed an easy goal from an unlikely goalscorer, Rio Ferdinand, who may think he's got a chance of going to France in this summer, as West Ham got a point. Sheffield Wednesday beat Spurs, and it shows that Ron Atkinson's side are really starting to find themselves at the moment. It was a cross in the end that arrived from Andy Hinchcliffe, and a brilliant header from Benito Carboni, who's in a rich vein of form at the moment. Spurs beaten away, but Hillsborough and Wednesday will probably think now another Premiership season is secured. This result turned out to be a game too far from Brian Little, that resigned at the full time at the end of this game. The opening goal though was a good bit of work here from Wimbledon, able to keep the ball, pass it, go direct, and eventually it fell to Marcus Gale, who decided he'd find the top corner. Aston Villa were able to get an equaliser when Grayson and Joachim provided to play through Ian Taylor. His cool finish 1-1 with Neil Sullivan got Aston Villa back into the game, but it wasn't enough for their manager. Brian Little resigned afterwards, says he's taken the team as far as he could, and John Gregory, his assistant, takes over to the end of the season. Well, top of the pile in the Premiership is Manchester United, have a 5-point advantage over Arsenal. Chelsea just remain 3 points behind them after that defeat. Chelsea host Manchester United at Stamford Bridge next in the Premiership. As for Newcastle United, well, they find themselves now ahead of Leeds United at the moment. Everton is still rooted to the bottom of the Premiership after that defeat to Liverpool, joined of course by Barnsley, Bolton Wanderers and Crystal Palace, just floating above the relegation zones as Southampton and Sheffield Wednesday start to move clear. Could it be the case that all three that went up could go down? Well, it really was a pretty spectacular game, it has to be said. There's no match of the day man of the day this evening. What there is though is just simply the match of the day. From all of us here in the studio, thank you very much, and we'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching here this match on Trevor Sports. If you've liked it, please don't be afraid to like, share and subscribe to the channel. And if you do fancy it, head on over to Ko-fi. The link is in the description. Buy me a coffee for all the hard work. Further than that, make sure you enjoy more games coming up.